Mr. Johnson, we don't have enough policemen down here to help you. Why don't you try the National Guard?
What's the problem?
Just a minute, please. It's the manager of the Greenwich Hotel. He says he's got 50 people in the lobby demonstrating.
What for?
For rooms.
That's a worthy cause.
Yeah, Mr. Johnson, let's wait. Everybody in New York is complaining the business is terrible. Now, you got a bicentennial celebration. What more do you want?
He arrives at 5:30. The kickoff ceremony begins at 6, and these areas will be roped off for special groups. We got any problems?
All the local merchants are being very cooperative, Barney.
Good.
Including our ladies of the evening. They said they want very much to take part in the ceremony.
I'm not surprised. I mean, I suppose they're part of our heritage, too.
Sure. There were hookers around here 200 years ago. Some of the same ones.
I don't know. I've been driving a handsome cab around New York for 35 years. But this never happened before.
Yeah, Mr. Fuzzo, when did you first notice that your horse was missing?
At 6:30 this morning when I went into his stall. His hay hadn't been slept in.
Harris, run over to Washington Square, give Borough Task Force a hand.
Okay, Barney.
Right, okay. Barney, what do you want to do about the hotel?
Take a couple of uniforms and run over there. And maybe you should call Traveler's Aid, see if they can relocate some of the overflow.
Yeah, okay. You know, maybe I could rent my apartment to about 15 or 16 of them.
You only got one room.
They're used to that in my building.
Oh, hi.
The subway was a disaster. I got up to give my seat to a fat old lady, and 2 men took it.
Chivalry isn't dead. It's obsolete.
Excuse me, Barney. This is Mr. Fuzzo. He drives one of those handsome cabs, you know? And somebody stole his horse. Mr. Fuzzo, this is Captain Miller.
Oh, how do you do,
How do
Captain?
you do, Mr. Fuzzer? We've never had a horse theft in this precinct before.
It's part of the nostalgia craze.
What am I going to do, Captain? There's thousands of tourists out there waiting to take a ride around the park with Fuzzo.
Do you have any idea who would want to take your horse?
Oh, I don't know. One of the other drivers, a junkie, a teacher.
Sit down, Mr. Fuzzo. We'll get started right away. Detective Wojciechowicz is going to send out an APB on the missing animal. Do you have a description?
Oh, yeah. Brown eyes, brown hair, 2 white stockings. Stands about 6'3" and weighs about 1,200 pounds. Hey, Barn. What do you say we don't tell him it's a horse?
I think you better tell them. They may come up with somebody.
Hey, Mr. Fuzzo, don't you worry. We're going to do everything we can.
When Bernice and I were courting, we used to ride a lot in a hansom cab.
I'd rather walk around the park. It's healthier.
It's maybe healthier. It's not safer.
We'd sit there and hold hands, and I couldn't help thinking, looking at the back end of that horse. Is he trying to tell me something?
I'm terribly sorry to hear that, sir, but it's the nature of these celebrations that the pickpockets come out with the patriots. Were you carrying cash or traveler's checks? Oh, shame on you. Don't you pay attention to Carl Malden? I'm sorry to hear that, sir, but you better dig up some more money or you're going to get picked up for vagrancy.
Hello, Wilson. Fish at the 1-2. How are you? Good. Listen, we got a call down here from some wacko who says he's going to blow the point off the Chrysler building. Yes, I agree. It's no great loss, but nonetheless, it's probably against the law.
Please. Now, look, this is utterly absurd. You're going to a lot of trouble over absolutely nothing.
Amengual is the name, trouble is my game. All we want to know is who did this to you.
Nobody did anything to me.
Mr. Franklin, who was the woman in the room with you?
There was no woman. I was alone. I slipped on an ice cube and I banged my head on the edge of the table. That's all there was to it. I don't know why anybody had to call the police.
Well, because your next-door neighbors heard furniture breaking, a man and a woman screaming, and a body hitting the floor.
Why do people have to jump to conclusions?
Barney, excuse me, we got a possible assault here. It's Mr. Franklin. He's staying at the Greenwich Hotel. Yeah. This morning, his neighbors reported disturbance, right? The police arrive and find Mr. Franklin here almost unconscious on the floor, and broken furniture all over the place.
Has he been to a hospital yet?
Oh, I don't want to go to the hospital. I'm all right.
The nurse at the hotel patched him up.
It looks a lot worse than it is. Well, maybe a couple of stitches in a few days, when I have time.
Mr. Franklin, why don't you have a seat over there, please, huh? And be careful of the furniture. This belongs to the city. Barney, the clerk at the hotel swears that there was a woman in the room with him.
Well, he was wrong.
Okay, Mr. Franklin. And how do you explain this?
What is that?
That happens to be the heel from a woman's shoe, Mr. Franklin. It was found in your room. Now, the nurse at the hotel swears that this point fits the hole right in your head there.
Oh, that's utterly ridiculous. I slipped on a piece of soap and banged my head on the sink.
I thought you slipped on an ice cube and hit your head on the table.
I slipped on a small thing and I hit my head on a big thing.
How long have you been married, Mr. Franklin?
All my life.
so this is the secret police.
No, this is the 12th precinct. And it's no secret.
You mean you brag about this place?
Hi, Barn. I talked to all the hackies about the missing horse. If they know anything, they ain't giving it up.
Who's this?
I caught him on my way back through the park. He was selling this stuff at a little table.
You got something against the free enterprise system?
Hey, look, you're not supposed to put the American flag on anything but the flag. Look at this stuff. T-shirts, hats. Look here. A beach towel. I mean, people be putting their wet, sandy bodies all over the American flag. And another thing. Turn around.
Whatever turns you on.
Fashionable, perhaps. Disrespectful, yes, but, against the law?
Oh, come on. It's gotta be against the
Supreme Court says no.
Since when?
About a year ago.
You sure?
Would I lie to you?
Well, I ain't letting him go until I see if he's got some priors.
You hang in there.
I'd kick this tail all the way down here if I thought I could have missed the flag.
Where do you come from, Mr. Franklin?
Well, I'm from Debussy, Ohio. I'm the regional sales manager for Abigail Adams Historical Novelties. I'm here for the bicentennial celebration. Yeah, well, look, this is ours. See? Isn't that nice? It's Monticello.
Yeah.
It's from our Homes of Great Americans cufflink collection.
Yeah, that's very lovely. I'd like to show you one of our collections. We have here photographs of notorious ladies of the 12th precinct. You will also find these occasionally in the Homes of Great Americans.
Hey, no, you don't sit down.
Come on. I've been on my feet all day.
Yeah, well, if you want to sit down, you got to take off those pants.
He's right, son. If you desecrate the flag, we gotta burn it. Wherever it may be.
Oh, Barney, Mr. Franklin is looking at photographs, but he still insists he was alone. He's a family man.
Well, then, for the sake of all the family men who've gone before him and all those who will follow in his footsteps, we're going to find out who it was who worked them over.
Yeah. Oh, Barney, so far all we got, the clerk says he thinks it was a redhead, but, look, I'm going to book him.
If that's what he wants.
Yeah.
Barney, that was the commander of the police barn. One of their horses was stolen.
What is this, an epidemic? Fuzzo loses a horse, now we lose a horse. You better check out Fuzzo.
Hey, Barn. What's cooking? We got to do something about Pier 10.
Pier 10?
Yeah, there's a bunch of clowns over there throwing tea into the East River.
What is going on out there today?
Second American Revolution. It's right on schedule.
Fish. Yeah, take a run over Pier 10. We got some trouble over on the harbor. This is beautiful. Rioting, fistfights, vandalism. It's a lovely way to celebrate the bicentennial.
Get to be 200 years old, I guess you get a little cranky.
Hey, if I don't get to sit down pretty soon, I'm gonna faint.
Yeah, well, you're flying the flag. You stand at attention.
Down on Harris calling you?
Not yet.
What about him?
I'm going down to check on his priors now, Barney.
Okay. Anything serious, Fisher?
A group from Long Island. The League of Frightened Voters. They were tossing crates of tea into the river. Interesting smell. Orange pico and garbage.
Now tell the truth. Wouldn't it be worth the price 10 times over to have this lovely and